welcome. Sunday morning, August 23rd. I wanted to do this week in review of the Minnesota Vikings football stuff. Welcome, and welcome back for all my visitors. I have a lot to talk about. We are getting so close to first game. I want to say about 3 weeks or so, if my math is right. Are we ready to go? We shall see. We're definitely not going to have fans the first game. That's all but been confirmed. Right now, the state of Minnesota only allows 250 people in an enclosed setting max. Our stadium holds 66,000, so you can see where the problem is. But we all have to deal with it in one form or another. So let's just kind of do the best we can. It kind of sounds like COVID is going to win the Super Bowl this year. I think there's going to be a lot of problems during the course of the year. This is a very, very highly contagious virus, disease, call it what you want, and it's wreaking havoc all over the place. So now is a time to maybe retool and work on things that you might not have time to work on in the past. For example, let's talk about the elephant in the room right now, where I have two pictures of two kick lines. One of the Dallas Cowboys kick line, cheerleader kick line, and one of the Minnesota Vikings kick line. And can you see the problem? Can you see what's going on here? Can you see that the Cowboy cheerleaders put a lot of effort into their kick line, and the Minnesota Viking cheerleaders are kind of going through the motion? I mean, look at this first one in the line here. She can't even get past parallel. I mean, this is really embarrassing that they can't get their kick line to look like the Dallas Cowboys. Is that why the Dallas Cowboys have won, 5 Super Bowls, 4 Super Bowls, whatever it is, and we haven't won any? Are we not putting enough effort starting from the cheerleaders on up? I find this very, very embarrassing as a Viking fan that our cheerleaders can't get their legs up and kick like they're supposed to. The only good thing is we're not the worst in the league. I want to bring up the worst in the league. Can you see the Patriots kick line, cheerleader kick line? We're much better than they are, so that's good news. You can see the one at the very end there. She doesn't even want to do anything. At least we're putting some effort in, but we're definitely not Dallas Cowboy level. So let's get up to speed with that and get that cranking. Let's talk about Justin Jefferson. He's making plays after plays. I know it's a little too early to jump on the Justin Jefferson bandwagon, but from what I'm hearing and from what I see from highlights, he could be a better version than Stephon Diggs eventually. Is that fair to say? Would you agree with that? That's why we brought him in. I mean, if he can be the player that we kind of hoped he would be, that's a huge addition to this team, and all we need to do is get everyone to kind of play up to their level, starting with the offensive line. Certainly the QB and Cousins, get him up to speed. I think Irv Smith Jr. is going to produce. Thielen is going to be Thielen. Cook will be Cook, unless this contract negotiation mess gets fixed. Both parties are kind of being stubborn and for for the right reasons. The only other part to this is okay. So we have him under contract for this year, even though it's a rookie contract, and the next year, I guess we can franchise tag him. He'll make a lot more money, but it's not a long-term deal. But maybe this is a good way to string him along and get him to hope for the long-term deal after the franchise tag. Maybe Spielman and the other guys kind of know what they're doing. Instead of just giving him a long-term deal, boom, now he's got his money, some of it guaranteed, and then he could just like not give 110%. Maybe he'll still give 100%, but maybe not 110. So maybe that's a good thing. So let's keep an eye on that. Again, season is right around the corner. We do have 8 players right now that have tested positive, and a couple of coaches as well. And it's not a confirmed positive because they're going to send the test somewhere to confirm it as a true positive. But the players, the 8 players, are definitely quarantined right now and will not play or will not practice until they get the real answer to this. Hopefully it's a false alarm, but this doesn't sound good. What if this happened in the middle of the season, big game, for first place or whatever? Does that cause some real issues? I think it does. So let's keep an eye on that. And let's head over to So, we got a big problem here with Coach Zimmer. I think there's another elephant in the room, and we know that Coach has in the past, like many times, talked about how he likes to go home and kick back with some wine. And as you can see from this severe cut on his forehead, from what I'm hearing, he finished a couple of bottles of wine and I guess went headfirst into his fireplace and needed some serious stitches. So does Coach have a problem? Is he the alcoholic that we think he might be? I know that sounds pretty rough, but there's signs that you have alcoholism, and one of it is if you show up for a press conference with a big cut on your forehead. That might be a sign. I guess his daughter, Corey, who stopped by to say hi, and she needed some money, found him face down near the fireplace and had to get him some help. So let me ask you: are you concerned for Coach Zimmer? Do you think we might have to intervene and get him into the Hazeltine, rehab center or wherever Betty Ford went, the Betty Ford Center, if that's still around? So could be problems here, but let's wait and see. Next on Rumorville is so Delvin Cook. Their contract talks stalled, and he was frustrated, so I guess he flew out to California to spend time with Danica. And I have a contact in Minneapolis, and he's getting me these photos. I think it's from social media, whatever, of Cook and Danica horsing around. And I guess he's just was so frustrated, he just needed to get away and spend more time with Danica. So let's hope for the best there. He's doing his best. He'll be back. We need him big this year, so let's see what happens there. And it looks like Rogers and the legendary podcaster Jade are doing really well there because Rogers is in training camp and can't spend more time in Minneapolis. They're texting now, from what I hear. Text messages going back and forth. We can't show you the text because of the what it is. It is a family show here, but it all sounds good, and I wish them luck. So that's all we have from Rumorville. we are set for kickoff in 3 weeks. Let us hope for the best, and let us hope that we put a good product on a field even without fans. Let's skull out. Skull.